Good day, everyone. Ali Safi here from Safi Financial Network. Today is January 16, 2025. Here is another daily analysis. All right, market just had a pause today. And we were kind of like anticipating this pause yesterday. If you watch my video, I mentioned we kind of like had this strong trend line here. Whenever we got since December new all-time high, whenever we got to this trend line, market just rejected to the downside. And today was one of those scenarios. However, I'm just looking for kind of like a Friday close, which is going to be tomorrow. Right now, future market is positive. But it doesn't mean that we're gonna just stay like this. So we'll see how it goes. But if it consolidates here, I would say, guys, that's gonna be a pretty bullish signal for a breaking through to the upside and potentially new all-time high. So let it consolidate, let it give us some confirmation, and we may see some kind of like a new rally to the upside. Potentially 6,200 is coming down the road if this consolidate forms. Otherwise, if it doesn't breaking through as we expected, market just going down for a bigger buying opportunity. So all in all, I should say we're still in that camp that strongly market can have a volatility this year, but this strong volatility could be very big swings to up and down. So we shouldn't say we are gonna crash just because the correction is here. We're gonna crash to, I don't know, 50% downside, or even if we make new highs, it doesn't mean that market is gonna just keep grinding higher like this in 2024. Everyone needs to be careful. Everyone needs to stay cautious in 2025. New all-time high doesn't mean that we're gonna just go higher more and more and more. And the correction, it doesn't mean that we are gonna go to crash. So we will wait to see how market is gonna direct us. Moving on to Nasdaq. Nasdaq is the same action as well. So we just got into this trend line, and for I would say mid-session we got a recaptured SMA 20, and also we breaking through nicely. I was waiting for close, and the close was negative actually. We just got below this trend line, and still we are not breaking out. But if we consolidate here like S&P 500, we may see a breakout. We need to get above this January top. If we get above the January top, we may see a pullback and then getting back to the upside for potential new all-time high to 23,000. So let's just stay tuned for that one. Dow was kind of like a better today. It was a corrective move, but very shallow. So when I say this shallow correction, this means Dow still is gonna be leader and it can just outperform better. Right now, it's just forming a bullish consolidation. Again, tomorrow is gonna be weekly close as well. So if we get above this, that would be kind of like a strong signal. If we get above 43,500, then that would be very strong signal for a potential 46,000 area for a new all-time high. So we'll see how it goes. But all in all, I should say we should just have a bull custom at least for a couple days to see how market is going to react. Moving on to gold, which was kind of like a big moment for gold today. It was tackling again another time to 27.17, and look what happened. Exactly at this level, even right now we are at 27.15, $2,715. Gold just rejected this top. So still cannot manage above this high. If it goes to the downside, this time I would say that's going to be interesting just because we got couple higher lows here, but I'm not sure if this time we get higher low. We're gonna go down, or we're gonna just breaking through to the upside to new all-time high. I would say the scenario, the favorite scenario for me is gonna be going all the way down here for perfect buying opportunity. The long side target for me is gonna be 32 to 3,300 for gold, which is a positive. The reason that I'm kind of like hesitating about gold movement is silver. Silver was kind of like a chop around here today. We just gap up and forming a doji bar here. It's not a strong move. So silver always needs to participate. Otherwise, it cannot be a systemic move. However, this is a breakout, folks. So this is a breakout. So silver, if strongly goes higher tomorrow, that would be a strong signal for me for a precious metal is gonna breaking through nicely. As I mentioned before, I'm allocating a little bit silver in my positions, but just a little bit, just because I was waiting for a bigger correction or deeper correction to here before getting a full long position. But we are participating in this rally anyway if silver goes higher and doesn't give us more accumulation. Moving on to crude. Crude had a negative day today, and it's kind of like a chopping around consolidation corrective move. $80 getting back to the downside right now. Future market just getting back to the upside. Crude needs to consolidate because recently crude had a huge move to the upside. And I would say if it consolidates here, if it's chop around here, that would be kind of like a huge potential target for crude to getting back to $92. First 85, then $92 dollar per barrel. So we'll see if a crude is going to breaking through to the upside. Moving on to yeah, cover everything here. So copper had a fantastic move as well this week, especially this week. We just breaking through to the upside. So this is a kind of like a positive news for metals. And whenever we see this breaking through, look at this before. So whenever we see this breakout, and that would be a huge move for the next few, I would say, weeks and months. So we may see copper 520 again, which is going to be 25% more price, and that's going to be a lot for copper. Moving on to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is kind of like at the same price action like the stock market, but right now, future market actually is getting back to the upside. So we just got a negative bar here and also this top here, and this is the top. So if Bitcoin is getting back to the downside, I would say the deeper correction is coming, but I'm not sure if it happens. It's like a stock market. If Bitcoin consolidating here, it can just have a nice rally to the upside and potentially new all-time high. So we'll see how it goes. Ethereum, um, especially Ethereum has more kind of like a way to go because it's not the same pattern like Bitcoin. Ethereum, the swing high is here. So 3,700, that's very important. Even if it consolidates here, the next tackle is going to be this area. And even if breaking through, the next one is going to be here. So the lots of resistance for Ethereum for new all-time high. But ultimately, I'm just looking for 46 to 4,700 for Ethereum. Long time I have this target, and I'm just waiting for this one. I have to just shift it a bit to the further side just because it doesn't meet that. Moving on to bond yield just going down today, and that put Treasury actually on the higher side. Treasury just getting back to the upside nicely, and they're getting close above 87, which is positive. So if Treasury goes back above 88, that would be a signal Treasury can go to 93 to $94. Ultimately, I'm looking for 103 to 105 at least for the short term. If the stock market goes to a bigger correction, then we can see Treasury goes more higher. Right now, I don't see that, so we just be humble about our targets. VIX just at 3% upside today, just because the stock market was chopping around, and it doesn't mean that VIX can go higher, because the stock is not in a bad shape, at least for now. Dixie just getting down today. This is after hours. And Dixie just following the bond yield as well. So the bond yield is down. Dixie is going down as well. Moving on to magma indicator. This is forming, folks, this is pretty bullish bull flag, I would say. And this bull flag means even if we go to corrective move potentially for the next few days, if we get back up nicely to 1677, then we can see a breaking through to the upside. So this tells me Microsoft, Apple, Meta, Amazon, and Google will have a good days. So those magma I would say, yeah, magma stocks, they can have a good time for the future just because the pattern overall is pretty good. Apple had a very ugly day today, 4% to the downside. So if Apple wants to go higher, we need to have some kind of like a reversal. I don't see any kind of like a good pattern here. It's just chopping around. So the next level that I think Apple can have a move is this area, which is going to be 216 to 220. So we will see if Apple will have another capitulation to the downside before rally to the upside, or it's just a flipping to the upside. I don't know. Today was just a panic sell or what happened exactly. I don't know about that. If you know the reason, if there is any fundamental news, please put it into comment section. That would be great. Amazon, just $2.69 down. Amazon is forming a bull flag as well. Meta still chopping around here. Not a bad pattern, but this is, if it goes back again to this area to 582, that would be a bad pattern. Microsoft, $1.73 down, hitting this dynamic trend line here and then getting back to the downside. Google, $2.64 down. This is a bull flag, obviously. With these two higher shadows, it's not strong, but it is not bad. And Netflix, $5.89 up, down, sorry. And today, just the gapped up and nicely had this gap here, 880, and then flushing to the downside. So Netflix is reversal, just a gap window, gap fill trade today. Tesla just getting back to the downside, chopping around here. And if it goes again to this pivotal point, that means that was just a dead cat bounce and the deeper correction is coming. Semiconductor index, SMH, $1.08 up. However, it was better early session. Taiwan Semiconductor and also Lam Research had a fantastic earning. They just jump up, but sold off sharply during the entire session. The same pattern for stocks, 33 cents up, but it goes down. Taiwan, just getting to double top, almost nominal new all-time high, but flushing through the entire session. AMD, the same pattern, gapped up, but goes down the entire session. NVIDIA, the same. NVIDIA, $1.38, 138 actually, $2.67 down today, but it was up. It was very, very nice, gapped up, but can't hold the gap. It goes down, and this means NVIDIA, if it doesn't hold this pivot, 129, it can get to the ultimate level that I'm looking at somewhere around here. So we will see how it goes. Texas Instruments, $10.14 down. Huge flush for Texas. This means this is a big bear flag. And if this bear flag forms, this means the bigger correction is coming, potentially to 170-ish area. Lam Research, great tackle to $82. If I want to show you, yeah, here is the area that I was looking for. And sellers just took control when it gets here. I was kind of like optimistic. Oh my God, there is a breaking through finally, but it can't manage above this. And this is a big shadow. And if this is a big shadow, this means the shooting star is here. We may see some kind of like a corrective move. However, this is low, this is higher low, higher low, higher low. And if it gets there, 74, if it gets back again, so this means this is very bullish guard. But again, we are not making the scenario. Let market do its things and we will analyze it. XLF, financial spider, just getting back up nicely. That's why Dow actually performed better. KBE, 35 cents down, but not a bad pattern. KRE goes up today and then flushing through to the downside. JP Morgan, $1.92 up, new all-time high, new closing all-time high for JP Morgan as well. Goldman Sachs as well, new all-time high for Goldman. And Bank of America, 46 cents down. Wells Fargo, zero change, but still the pattern is forming a bullish. Moving on to the gold miners, getting down today, and that's why I'm not kind of like a favor of the gold at this level. I think it doesn't have enough momentum to break through above 27.17. Why? The gold miners actually are not giving me the signal. GDXJ 29 cents down, AEM 16 cents down. Newmont actually gets better, but it goes to this resistance here, 41.42, and getting back to the downside. Franco-Nevada, $2.26 down, and Gold Barrick, 9 cents down today. Moving on to the energy. Spider XLE, great move today for XLE, 67 cents up. XOP getting back to the upside. Nicely, look at this V-shaped recovery going all the way up, potentially to this 150. OIH, the same pattern here, V-shaped recovery, potentially it goes to 308 or 312. Exxon, 19 cents down today, but Exxon, I would say it can hit new all-time high if this pattern forms. So we are potentially at the beginning of a rally to the upside for energy names. And also Chevron, just a great move for Chevron. It's just going higher. It's having better performance, 159 to 160 for Chevron. All right, folks. I believe I covered everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and have a good one. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.